the last one we saw, right?
All right, folks. Sorry about that. I had a couple of things happen, and one of them being that no, folks, I didn't. They didn't. They didn't take my ability to stream away. I took my ability to stream away because I accidentally kicked the cord out and shut down everything, and I had to reboot, and then tried to get back on again, and then I accidentally. I don't know what happened. I had a crash, so that took a little bit longer. I don't know if the crash was because I accidentally kicked the cord out the wall and it just shut everything off, and then I tried to reboot and then I crashed again. I'm not sure what happened, but I had a crash and I had to recover from the crash and I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I rebooted. I'm back, and hopefully I can stay back. And so I think what I was trying to get at, folks, and what I was trying to talk to you guys about before I left was somebody screeching and yapping and yelling about this thing called freedom of speech. And everybody has a right to it. And the thing about it is, the thing about freedom of speech is, like I said, freedom of speech is 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 uh, is a right, you know. And all that does is protect us against Congress from making any type of laws to forbid us from speaking outright. So you have these dictators. Okay, let's take China for instance. If you're a citizen of China and you say something bad about the Chinese government, they have every right to come and arrest you because that's how their laws are. You know, unlike over here, I can say bad stuff about my government all day, and I won't get arrested. You know, that's what our forefathers saw if they didn't put that in. That's why we had the freedom of speech, which just guarantees us protection against Congress from ever making a law that forbids us from speaking. Now, like I was saying again, that does not permit private. I mean, but that has nothing to do with private companies and individuals. All right, that has nothing to do with private companies and individuals who have platforms that you can come on and voice your opinion and do whatever. You know, if you come on YouTube and you do stuff on YouTube, YouTube has guidelines and rules, and you have to follow those guidelines and rules. And you follow those guidelines and rules because when you make an account here over on YouTube, you have to agree to term policies and guidelines. And the same thing if you go to Mixamo and you sign up for their platform to get stuff from them. Everybody has some type of rule or whatever or guideline for you in order for you to utilize or exploit anything they have on their website or forum board, any place, right? So you sign these set of rules which binds you which basically binds you on how you should act on their platform. Just like if you were to go to some club and you act a fool and they put you out for good, and they say you can't come back. Well, that's their establishment and that's their rule. You came in acting like a fool and they put you out and told you not to come back. So there you have it, you know. But the thing about it is, Congress can't make no law saying if you say something about us or if you say something about Congress in a negative way, blah blah this or blah blah that, the Congress has every right to ban your speech, put you in jail, or kick you out the country, or put you to death. They can't do that. Congress can't make any law like that. They leave freedom of speech up to the individual. That's basically what the Constitution is. The individual, people, or whatever. Yeah, that's how the Constitution is set up, folks. Now, you got people, idiot. Who think that the freedom of speech is like if you say anything about him, If you, I'm gonna give you a good example of what I mean of why the law is set up this way. Um, if I can find the video, I will definitely show you all what I mean by this. I'm gonna try to look for the video. I think it might be this. I think it might be in this one. I mean, I'm thinking the video's in here. But it's a very important video I have to show you guys, because this basically why this law. Is this it? Of someone using the law unlawfully to censor someone. I'm going to show you what that looks like as soon as I find. I know that video's in here. Well, that's a good example. Where is it? That's it. That's a good example. Let's see. I will find as many good examples as I possibly can, folks, because somebody wants to talk about freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech. Well, that's true. You have a right to say whatever you want to, but is it in here? Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to find it, folks. Just give me one bloody moment. I'm in this folder with the buffoon attacks. That's not it. Let's see. What's this? That's not it. Well, I had a video in here that I want to show you guys, but it looks like I'm not going to find it today. But hold on, it might be in here. Hold on. Give me a second, folks. I'm definitely gonna find. I'm definitely gonna. I mean, because this is the perfect example of when someone comes after you and tries to copyright infringement. Let's see. Well, I think I'm getting close to it. I think it's in this folder right here. I think I'm in the right folder. It's just that it's gonna take me a minute to find it. Hold on, folks. This. Well, I can't. I mean, I'll find it one day. But let me just show you guys something. Where's the thing? Here it is. It's right here. So let me just show you guys this. All right. Now, you got somebody on his channel over there talking about someone's freedom of speech, right? Somebody who has a somebody's taking something away from them. Ain't nobody taking nothing away from nobody. You see, when you're ignorant and you don't understand the way things work, you just wing it. So all I have to say is to the idiot who keeps on saying that somebody's violating someone's First Amendment rights. Well, let me tell you all something, a little story. I had made a video, an animation, and here it is right here. I made an animation that won the best character animation contest over there at Real Illusion some years back in 2015. All right, it's 2021, 6 years. All right. Within my movie, I use assets and characters and all type of stuff from different people. I bought them. I used them. I had every right to use them. I had the license to use all the content in my video. Then someone comes along and decides that they didn't want to allow me to display my artwork. They wanted to censor me. And this cascaded into a bunch of other things that this person did, who was trying to take away my freedom of expression, my First Right Amendment, by censoring almost every video I did. And he did that. He went and he started censoring my channel. And he was actively using a federal law which was designed to fight piracy, basically, and to make sure people keep the rights to their own content. He used it in a manner to censor my content. So while he's over there talking about freedom of speech, let's talk about when you tried to take my freedom of speech away from me. Because that's what he basically did, folks. For since what, 2017 all the way to the summer of 2019 when we took down his channel. This is what he did. He infringed on my rights, my right to freedom of speech and expression. He that's what he did. And he constantly did it. He took this video down no matter where I put it. He went and took it down. He took it off of VMO. He took it off of YouTube 3-4 times. And he all said, now there it is right there. It says New First Look, which is the video that which is the title to this video right here. New First Look released. This video is no longer due to a copyright claim by True Bones Motion. So he came and took the video down. He had no rights to the video. You know, he has no rights to the video. He didn't have nothing to do with the video. But he went and used a legal document, a legal procedure, not a legal document, because it's actually a legal procedure to remove the content off of YouTube. He didn't have no reason to do it other than the fact that he was angry because I got him removed off of Sketchfab. So he launched a war against me and this channel. So to prove to everybody that I guess he wants to be somebody, but he's over there talking about freedom of speech and all that stuff and all that. And think about it, there's a big difference. Big difference between what Trump and his goons did versus what he did to me. See, what he did to me was also illegal. Because you're not supposed to do the law in that way to censor somebody or take somebody's content down. Trump rallied these people, got them beefed and angered up with the rest of his goon squad, Giuliani, Harley, Ted Cruz. All of them just been pumping this shit up for like the last 2 to 3 months, folks. All of them. Then it finally came down to the point to where Trump called them all to Washington on the day that Congress is supposed to confirm that Joe Biden is going to be the next president. It just happened to be on this day, folks. He put this rally on the day that he loses that he's confirmed that he's going to be losing his job 15 days from then. All right. So he brings all these people and he sat back there and spewed all these garbage to these people while they're standing there. Then Giuliani and don't forget Ted Cruz and Harley, whatever his name is, has been pumping this shit up. And these people been using Parler and Facebook and Twitter to organize and say, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to bring guns. We're going to, I mean, this stuff's been out there for the longest, folks. You know, all this crap has been out there for the longest. Hold on, people. All this crap has been sitting out there for the longest, folks, right? Right? So, the president uses freedom of speech, told those folks to go over there and give them marching orders. They went up to the Capitol, they raided it, and destroyed a whole lot of stuff, windows, stuff that's been there for over almost 2 centuries, over 2 centuries. You know, those people went up there wearing their Trump hats, the Trump flags, talking about taking the country back. For who? Who are you taking the country back for? And what are you taking the country back from? You know, it's crazy that people like this guy who came after my video and tried to censor me off of YouTube has the gall to sit back and talk about freedom of speech. I mean, he went on a tirade back in 2018. Everybody remember the summer of 2018 going into 2019. Actually, 2019, I think he was worse than 2019. No, actually, it was the what was it? I think it was the summer of 2018, I believe. I think that's when it was. The summer of 2018 when he was going ham, taking down people's content with fake DMCA reports. If everybody remembers that. Then he comes up here and spews and yells about somebody's freedom of speech. You know, his freedom of speech needs to be tested, like mine was. See, I passed my test. I got all my content back. He hasn't. You get what I'm saying, folks? Here comes the plug. You know, you see what I mean, folks? You know, I just sit and I just sit back and I laugh and I laugh and I laugh and I laugh, you know. And he feels like he has the right to post racist, garbagey junk about me and other people I know. Stalk and harass people. That's his freedom. That's his right? But then when I say, hey, everybody, check this out. This guy who lives in his mom's garage is doing this, this, and this. Taking people's stuff and selling on Gumroad and doing all this other crap. He gets outraged about it. He calls it discriminatory. Now, what if I told him that the stuff he was doing was discriminatory, which it is. Which it is and was. And he just sits there and laughs and just does it more. And then he lies and lies and lies. I mean, just like Trump does. Just so he can arise in somebody's pants. Only rise he's getting is out of some bigot that thinks just like him. See, I understand that. There's a race of humans out there that are just nasty, bigoted piece of scum. You know, that's all they are because that's who they are. They're double talking. They don't care about the truth as long as they get their way. I understand that. That's why I don't focus on that not that much. But when somebody comes up here who has sat back here and interfered with my right for expression, my right to speech, and then talks about, oh yeah, they're doing this and they're doing that, I have to show them what it looks like when someone tries to infringe upon your right. And this is infringement right here on my right because he went over there and filed a fake DMC to take not this video down, but many other videos. And then he comes back and makes videos about it, saying that he did it. You know, and when you look at the video of him actually doing it, you'll see that he doesn't even put his real name down. He puts the fake company known as True Bones Motions up there. You know, and I find it hilarious. Find it extremely hilarious. Not only does he go over there and let me show you, folks. Oh, he's not live no more. Not only does he do that, folks, but then he comes over here and starts taking other people's content. If it's something that he don't own, he's going to take it. I think he paid his $50 to get on Deep Motion. I think this is probably old stuff. Yeah, this is probably old. Yeah, I think this is old stuff that he got. Well, is he back on Deep Motion? Yeah, it seems like he's back on Deep Motion. Like he paid. I guess he paid them or whatever. I think I've seen him record this before. I think the stuff that he already took and recorded already. But you know what? I don't see no hold on. What was that? See, I like going through when he goes to Deep Motion. I like to go through his Deep Motion videos to see if he has any Real Illusion stuff in here. And it seems like he is wised up. No, I don't see no. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why would he come on here talking about someone's right to speech when he kept on coming over here. And it was 2018, yeah, in March of 2018, and he was doing everything he possibly can to take down my content, interfere with my broadcasting on my channel, anything he possibly could to cause havoc on my YouTube channel. So believe me, folks, don't believe a word he says when he talks about freedom of speech, because he's the one who infringes upon somebody else's speech. And it's not just mine. He did it to a lot of people because he didn't like what they said about True Bones. But the thing about the reason why he didn't like what they said about True Bones, because everything about True Bones was the god awful truth that he was over here stealing people's stuff and selling. Then when somebody confronts him, he comes after them. So what you're looking at is a big troll, bully, whoever he wants to be. I don't care. But I just thought I'd just clear this up before I get to talking about something. Oh yeah, and one more thing about him and Deep Motion. Hold up, folks. I gotta show you something. If I can find it. Where is it? Let me open this up in Messenger so I could read this to you all. Here we go. I'm just gonna read this off to y'all real quick. Well, I guess YouTube has other plans. So here is the whoopsie. So this is what I sent this to Facebook about Joe, and this is what I sent them. Now this is back at 12:25. So this is like the day. This is Christmas Day. This is Christmas Day, folks. So I said, "Dear Deep Motion, I am coming to you to let you know there is a known con man out there using Deep Motion. What he does is goes to websites that sell animations, open the viewer to preview the motions, then records them with a program like Camtasia. He then brings the animations to Deep Motion and makes copies of the content. I have contacted Real Illusion and several other companies about what he does. He constantly makes YouTube videos showing how easy it is to use your tech to steal from others. He is a con man, and he is registered on your site as Sam Smith. If you watch his Facebook videos, he has videos showing people how to steal from others using your website." So here are the videos that I sent them of Joe stealing stuff from other people. And then I said, "I ask you to please remove him from your site. I am going to give you a link to a website that talks and warns people about him so you can understand how bad this guy really is." So I gave him the BewareTrueBones.net. And then they come back and said, "Thank you for elevating." They came back on January the 4th, which was like last week. I guess they all got back home from Christmas. "Thank you for elevating. We are aware of his situation." So they're already aware of what he was doing with their stuff. They're already aware of it. They're also aware because I know for a fact that Real Illusion has contacted them about him. So I'm not worried about it. That's why he was going off the chain last week. That's why he was getting so angry and demonetizing my videos. Every time I did a video that wasn't about, he came on demonetized because he got demonetized. Because Real Illusion wasn't going to stand for it. Real Illusion was not going to turn the Actor Core into another Mixamo. All right, that's not what's going to happen, and they fixed it. I'm glad they fixed it. Because all the Deep Motion stuff he's showing is the stuff that he's made before, I guess they ended whatever they was going to end. You know, whatever they're going to do. So he just went ham and just started going and copying a whole bunch of other people's stuff. And then after that, you know, he has to pay for it now. So I don't know if he's paying for it. I don't know what's going on. But I know for a fact. He won't be getting away with it no more. That's all I know. So, based on the information I gave you all about what freedom of speech really is, if you look at the law about freedom of speech, the law only protects us from the Congress for making any type of laws that bans or stops us from freedom of speech and expression. That's all the law. It protects us from the government. It does not say that this law is going to protect us from Facebook, YouTube, or any other company. All right. If you're on somebody's platform and you sign the usage rights or license agreements or EULA or anything, you've basically given up your right to speak. You can say something on their platform, they can get rid of you, and they say, well, it was all in the EULA. You should have paid attention to you on what you should and can and cannot do. And people like Joe get mad, like, I didn't know. It's against my constitution, against freedom of speech. Well, take that up with the government, because they're the ones who can't make the law to govern anybody's speech in America. Just like you can't walk in a restaurant and say all the swear words off the top of your head. You can't do that, because they'll put you out. Because their policy to come in a restaurant and eat with the rest of the civilized folks is for you not to act uncivilized. And if you do, they can put you out and keep you out. Because that's a private entity. It could do what it wants to. My bad. Let me say, it's a private registered entity. Not a fake one, but a private one. Just like you can go in your house and curse all you want to in your own house. But if somebody else comes to your house and try to curse, you can kick them out. They can say freedom of speech wherever, but it's like, not around me, because this is my house. I make the rules. See, when people don't understand what the Constitution is, they should shut up. If people don't understand what their rights are, they should shut up. Or do something that's totally revolutionary. Educate yourself. Yes, folks, yes. There's a way you can find out what this stuff means. Let's do a simple Google search and say, what does the Second Amendment, what was the Second Amendment made for? And you will see that it was not made for you to just go around and spewing slanderous BS and not to have any responsibility for what you said. That's why we have laws for like slander and all type of stuff that falls under that. Liable, it's called liable slander, which basically means you're liable for the garbage you say. We're going to hold you responsible for the garbage you say. And I can't. I have every right to do that. But I think things are going to get a little bit tougher for social media, because they'll get started. I think this is going to be the year where social media really changes for the worse or the better, because I do believe Facebook is going to get broken up. There are going to be new regulations on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all the other social medias, because this is like the Wild West. Social media is the Wild West. And what's going to happen is stuff has went on for too long. All the garbage that I've put up with on social media, especially on YouTube for like these past few years, is stuff that should have laws for it, or some type of regulation, or some type of guidelines that forces them. See, there has to be a way to force YouTube to actually do what their terms and policy says, and I don't have to sit back and constantly contact them and say, why you're not enforcing what you claim you should be enforcing. But I do believe this year, 2021, is going to be the year that they actually dig into these these social media platforms and start fixing some things that should have been fixed a long time, which is a whole lot of regulation. I'm hoping and praying that they do a whole bunch of regulation on these social platforms, because they need it. They've been letting people like McPeak and trolls like him for years sit back on YouTube, lie, attack, slander, and stalk. That all is going to come to it. I think that all is going to get regulated, or it's going to get to a point that it's going to be harder for them to do stuff like this. So, folks, I think that's it. That's all I have to say. It took me about 30 minutes to get it all out. But next time when some clown says something about what, I have the right to my own opinion. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have a right before Congress to say what you want to say, but not before me. Not before me. But you do have the right to speak freely, but I don't have to listen to it, and you don't have to be around me when you say it. That's it, everybody. I will be back. I'll probably be back tomorrow, back to doing the same old thing I have been doing, which is making animation and making content and going about my daily life and structure. And you guys are welcome to join when I get back up. What's tomorrow, Tuesday? Yeah, when I get up Tuesday morning and start my day making animations and working on my content. I think I spent enough talking about foolishness, and it is foolishness. The same foolishness he's spewing on his channel is the same foolishness that got the Capitol raided, and it did, and it was no sense for that to happen. No sense. This is One Gun Sign. I hope y'all have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you guys around.